How are you feeling?
Just spent, my legs just not moving. It's getting real. This week I am running my first ever half marathon. Am I ready? Am I gonna finish the thing? I don't know. Let's find out. So it's Wednesday. It is T-minus 4 days until the big dance, and yeah, I'm a bit nervous. I've got a session today, very small one. Don't panic. It's literally just to get the legs moving, turning over. I think it's less than, I think it's like 12 and a half minutes of work. So it's literally nothing. All in all, it will probably end up being a 45-minute to a 50-minute run. So yeah, hardly anything. As I said, I'm nervous, and I don't normally get nervous until like the day before, but I'm nervous. It's definitely not nerves about finishing the thing, I think. Unless something horrific happens, I'm gonna finish it. I've run a 12-mile run, and I could probably have done another mile. Yes, it hurt, and it's gonna hurt because I'm gonna be running a little bit faster, but I know that I'm gonna be able to finish it. And I think that is the main goal, is to finish it and enjoy it. But although I don't see myself as a particularly competitive person, we have set a time goal. And I think the time goal is just to go sub 2. Doesn't matter what form that takes, but just to try get to that sub 2. We ripped out our fireplace because Philly hated it. I mean, I hated it as well, but DIY is back. All right, let's go for this session. It is pouring with rain. The weather looks a bit cold actually for the half marathon, but not raining, which is good. I think I'd take a little bit cooler weather than rain. Let's go for the sesh, see how it feels. This is meant to be like a confidence session, meant to feel good. It's not long, so yeah, I should feel pretty decent after it. So that's the plan for this, and let's go. Some of you've probably already seen that Philly has decided to leave New Balance Manchester, which technically means we have nothing keeping us in the north. But we're gonna stay here anyway, because we love it, and we still have some friends up here. But if it could stop raining so much, that would be nice. It's a bit depressing, you know, and it just rains all the time. I don't want to do this session in the pouring rain. I want to feel good, not wet and damp and cold. But anyway, stop complaining. We gotta go do this session. Let's do it. All right, warm up done. Whoa, it's echoey here. Jesus. Warm up done. It's all about feel today. Since like I've had my issues, the kind of breathing issues and kind of like not being able to push myself, like about kind of the last 3 or 4 weeks. Philly's just set all my sessions at feel. So it's meant to be threshold, so a tiny bit quicker than my tempo, but at the end of the day, it's just about doing 5 minutes times 2 at a specific effort, and then clipping down to kind of 5K, 1 mile pace for the faster reps. So yeah, we'll just give it a go. All right, first rep done. Yeah, feel good. It's not too hard. It's working summit, so that's good. 90 seconds recovery, and then back we go. 5 minutes, and then on to the easy stuff. 30-second sprints. All right, second rep done. That's the long ones done, which is good. Yeah, that felt nice. I think I ran it just a tiny bit quicker, just a tiny bit, but it felt like I could do another one, another 2 maybe, at a push. So I guess that's where we need to be at, where it feels comfortable, but also working the system. All right, bit of a recovery, and then we get onto the sprints. Say sprints, I'm gonna keep them quite controlled. Probably 5K to start with, 5K pace, and then just clip down a little bit towards the end to hit some speed. All right, session done. It's funny, I did the first 2 really conservative because I was like, let's not do anything stupid. And then Philly and Kira ran past me on their run, and I was like, well, I'll just try to keep up with them. This is their easy pace, by the way, and I was doing 30 seconds. And I did run a bit quicker than them because Philly was like, you're running at 7-minute miling. You can go faster than that. So I picked it up, and then I kind of stuck there for the rest of them. So like high 6-minute miling, mid 6-minute miling. So yeah, everything feels good, to be honest. I don't feel like spent. I just feel like I've worked a bit. I think that's the point. I don't want to feel dead. I just want to feel like I've turned my legs before the big race. The other thing is that just running with people, you know, just having Kira and Philly bearing down on me, even just for that 30 seconds, it just felt so much easier. So I'm hoping there's obviously going to be a massive group of people running with the 2 hour or just below the 2 hour marathon mark. So I'm hoping there'll be a nice pack of people to really kind of run with and, I don't know, just keep pushing on, focusing on someone in front of you rather than kind of what's going on inside your own head. I think it's going to be really, really beneficial to me. I don't run with anyone, and I know that's probably my fault. I could probably do better at reaching out to people or finding a local club, but my schedule is so all over the place, it's hard to kind of pin myself down every week. Yeah, it would be nice to kind of be able to run with people, because I think that would really push me on. I feel like my biggest weakness, like I'm sure plenty of other people's, is that, you know, you get into your head and then you can say, oh, I'll just run this a bit slower, or I'll can it here because I can't be bothered anymore. Whereas if you had other people, you have accountability and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, I hope that's going to really help in the race. But yeah, let's cool down. Let's get back home. All right, it's time. It is the final run before the thing, the half marathon. I was actually really chill yesterday, and I've had flashes of nervousness throughout the kind of last 2 weeks through the tapers, but I've been all right. But today, it's hit me like a ton of bricks. Very, very nervous and a bit about it all, but we'll be fine. 20-minute shakeout today. I was meant to do this yesterday, but the day got away with me, and Philly also was just like, you know what? It's quite a good thing to have a little shakeout just before the race. You'll probably feel rubbish, and that's good, because it's good to get that kind of feeling like out and a bit sluggish, especially after 2 weeks of a lot less volume. So yeah, let's go do it. Oh, I need to show you something. So of course, as a good content creator as I am, completely forgot to film this, but I went and picked up my number from the Running Bear in Alderley. So yeah, my number is 4154. There you go, my lucky number, supposedly. Oh, I am getting so nervous. All right, let's go for this little run. The weather is also gonna be interesting. It's been kind of raining on and off today, and it hailed suddenly as well. So I'm hoping tomorrow is a little bit better. It's not as cold as it said it was gonna be about a week ago, but it's not that warm, and it's gray, and it's been raining on and off in Manchester the last week or so. So I'm not trusting that the weather is correct and saying that it's just cloudy. I'm gonna have to, I think, prepare myself for some changing weathers during the race, which is always gonna be interesting. I literally just stopped filming and it's bloody hailing outside. Like, what is this weather? It was literally sunny 2 seconds ago and now it's hailing. This really doesn't give me too much hope for tomorrow. Oh God. This might be about just finishing the race rather than getting any specific time. And it's blue sky over there. Anyway, well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna probably sit and wait until this, because it hailed earlier and it hailed for about 2 minutes. So I'm hoping this will just subside after a couple of minutes and then I can go. But bloody Manchester, and it stopped. How many miles have you got?
100.
Nice. Right, yeah, I do need to go because the car cleaner comes in an hour. I mean, I've only got 20 minutes, so I think I'm good. But I do need to empty the car. So yeah, weather's picked up, which is nice, but Philly's right, you do feel a bit crap. I feel like wading through treacle, it's just like, oh. But anyway, that's what the shakeout's for. Get all those rubbish feelings out of the way. Just shy of 2 miles, 10:30 pace. Bish bash bosh, nothing too difficult. Didn't feel great, but I wasn't expecting it to, so that's all good. The race mentality is so weird, because I'm out running and I'm finding it hard to do 2 miles at 10:30 pace, knowing full well that tomorrow I'm gonna have to do 13.1 at between 9 and 9:0 something minute miling, that just blows my mind that your body can, like, fingers crossed it will happen. It might not. It's crazy that your body can do that can suddenly switch into that kind of mode, use more whatever to kind of get you through those moments. It's just kind of a bit bonkers, really. Yeah, keeping positive. I feel like it's possible that we can go sub 2. I'm not 100% confident. I'm not like, yes, it's the day, especially with the weather being so unpredictable, but I need to remind myself that this is fun. It's about going out there and just having fun. It's my first ever half marathon, and yeah, it's just about taking it in and just seeing what I can do, basically. All right, let's get showered. And yeah, I've got quite a lot of work to do today before I can relax this evening, so. All right, it's 10 o'clock. It's time to go to bed.
Stop! I don't want to be on the camera.
Look at your hair, look at the hair. She's very self-conscious about hair at the moment. She's so cute though.
That's not going in.
I'm the editor. I'm feeling a bit better than I was earlier, which is good. I was feeling very nervous. But Philly gave me a little pep talk and was just like, it's all about, what was it?
I said, clearly it went in. I said, let's make it a goal to have a really rich race experience as well as the time goal and make them on the equal pedestal so that you make sure that, hey, no videoing, only sound, so that you make sure that you have a good time out there and soak it all in as well, because it's your first one. You don't get to do the first one twice.
Yeah, so basically a deeper thought process than my seagull, which was just to have fun. But yeah, to have a rich race experience.
And that is A goal number 2.
A goal number 2. It's adjacent to the time goal. All right, it's time to pick. Do I do this on your race evenings? Yeah, that's what I thought. If I did that, I'd be murdered. I'd be crucified. All right. Love the grind. All right, we are. Where are you? There you are. We're on the way to the start line. Philly's on the camera duties today.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
And yeah, we got the bike. Philly's gonna cycle to somewhere in the course, which is nice. My dad is going somewhere else on the course, and Kira's gonna do her long run on one of the loops. So she might be able to see me a couple of times, which would be nice. But yeah, we got a little walk to the start line, and we got here super early because we thought the parking was gonna be a problem. The car park was empty.
How are you feeling?
Just spent.
You really got this. Come on, Daniel! Let's go! You freaking got it! Come on, Daniel! There's your finish line! Let's go, mate! Go on, Daniel! There's the 2 hour mark. He crushed it.
There we go. Wow. It's been a couple of days. It's now Wednesday, and I'm glad I've left it this long to kind of sit down and talk about the race itself, because there are things that have come to me over the last couple of days that weren't immediately apparent straight after the race. If you haven't, go watch Philly's video, because I debrief almost immediately after the race, and those were pretty accurate to exactly that point in time. How I was feeling at that time. It was brutal. Just as a really quick recap for those who haven't watched Philly's video, up until mile 8, everything was going really, really well. I was sub 9-minute miling on pretty much everything. If anything, I was going a little bit too quickly, and there we go. Maybe I could have paced the beginning a little bit better, but the course was really hard in that sense because the first half is all downhill. You're literally going downhill the whole time. So it kind of lulls you into a false sense of security. And yeah, I ran a bit too quickly, which probably came to bite me in the butt later on. But first half is all the way down, second half must be all the way up, which is a brutal way to have a course set up for a half marathon, especially your first one where you don't know what the pain is going to feel like. And oh my God, I think it was between mile 11 and 12 is when I walked, because that was my slowest mile. I only walked for about 30 seconds, and I have Kira and Philly to thank for that. If it wasn't for them helping me through the last couple of miles, I think I would have walked a lot more and maybe not even hit the sub 2 hour goal, which I did, by the way. If I didn't mention, I ran 1:58.55. Pretty cool. Sub 2 half marathon. Anyway, that was the race in a nutshell. It was really lovely at the beginning, really hard at the end. I have a couple of takeaways. Before I'd raced this, I assumed that there was going to be some euphoric experience crossing that line. Like, I did it, maybe I was going to cry, or maybe I was just going to feel so accomplished. But I didn't feel any of that. I think because it was so brutal, I just wanted it to end. I wanted to just finish the thing and done, whatever. The idea of running another one, or even the fact that I've said to you guys that when we reach 10,000 subscribers, we will run a marathon. I was like, how would I do that? This was just disgusting, and a marathon is 2 times that amount. But as I've kind of stewed on it, and although I'm not particularly competitive, nowhere near as competitive as Philly, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm fueling the fire to not only potentially do a marathon in the future, but also I'm wanting to beat that time. 150 sounds nice. Sometime in the future, 130 sounds nice. I don't know. Second takeaway is that what I did was incredibly strong, mentally and physically. I pushed myself into a place that I've never been before, pain-wise, and psychological pain as well. And I got through it and I did it, which I think is something I'm not very good at. I'm not very good at putting myself in uncomfortable situations. But I kind of show myself that I can do something really hard, which I think is probably the biggest thing that I've brought out of this. Forget the time, forget the distance. Proving to myself that I can do this is really cool. I just want to say a big thank you, first of all, to Philly for coming, filming, swapping sides, holding the camera, cheering me on, being the best coach. I owe a lot of this success to her. For Kira, for being such an amazing cheerleader and honestly getting me through those last 3 miles. If it wasn't for her, I would not have hit the goal, and even at that point I was questioning finishing the thing at all. So to Kira, thank you. My dad for coming all the way up from the south of England to come and support me and to also film and to encourage me and just to be there, be a familiar face on the course. Thank you. To all of you guys on the other side of the screen, watching this, supporting me, all the messages I got on Instagram, all the comments I've had on my last YouTube video. Yeah, thank you guys. If it wasn't for you and the encouragement, I wouldn't be making these videos. I wouldn't be documenting my journey in the running world. So thank you. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed and you want to see me painfully get through a block of marathon training and then doing a marathon, subscribe. Once we hit 10K, I have to sign up for one. I'll see you next time.